Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Judah here.
Hello, thanks for coming.
Yes, so lovely, beautiful here.
Yes.
How may we be of service this evening?
Well, what just popped into my head just now was I have a patient who is having some strange symptoms, breaking out into sweat and some other symptoms which the doctors and I have been unable to figure out. The only thing I could come up with, which doesn't quite sound right, is sugar, blood sugar low. But it doesn't quite make sense. But if you have any idea, or anybody out there, Edgar or anybody else has any idea what's causing these symptoms, it would be great to have some information about it.
Is it something, we think it is something he is eating that is causing heat in his body. It's a response to something he is eating. And the sweating being a physical response of trying to be rid of a toxin. So perhaps do some investigating and find out when the sweating occurs in correlation to what he is eating.
Yeah, I did that a little bit, but I do think it's something like that, some kind of allergic response. That's what I came up with. So I'll do a little bit more inquiring and see if I can figure it out.
Yes, it is a food that is causing heat in his body. The particular food is causing his body to be overworked. Hello, Bella, here.
Hello, I know that's who that is. And Angie's been reading about you tonight.
Yes, we've been happy to be here with the children and enjoying.
Oh, yeah.
The children and the nature. Did you know that Edgar Casey called us elementals? Elementals, he called us.
He called children elementals?
No, fairies.
Oh, fairies.
Yes. And so there is much talk of us all throughout his work.
Well, do you let you guys be seen anymore?
Yes, we are more likely visible to those of innocence and eyes of faith. And those who look for us generally find us.
Well, is there some kind of connection you guys have with Ireland?
Well, there was simply more oral tradition and faith invested in the fairies there. And so it makes sense that we were more prolific there. Of course, wouldn't you want to go where you were welcomed?
Mm-hmm.
And want to go where you were revered and respected and given some clout and influence. And so, yes, we were more prolific and active there. Yes, and still are.
How's Ember doing?
It is good that you are here. It is good. Continue to look him in the eye and call him into presence. And be present in an alert and awakened meditative state with him. And each time you are with him, just speaking to his soul and reminding him to stay awake, and reminding him of who he is.
Yes, I did some of that today.
We will help you with this, young man.
Thank you.
We are continually disheartened by this rate of speed in which the children being born on the earth fall into unconsciousness. And we really, 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 really want this to change, and we want for the little ones coming into new incarnations to retain their sense of consciousness and their alertness for a much longer periods of time, their purity and innocence. Children should not be falling into sullenness at such a young age. Even young babies before the age of 1 falling into sullenness. We wish that they had much more exuberance and frivolity and carefree play and laughter and uncontrolled joy. We are so tired of parents. We're so tired of parents controlling their children. We're so tired of it. We want these parents to let the children be, let them play and laugh and be at ease, and quit yoking them with heavy burdens of behavior and responsibility when they're meant to be children. And to play. And we're not going to stop being tired and sick of this. This has to stop. Parents have it all backwards. They think they know what is best for their children. They think too much about what they are saying and how they are guiding their children. Far too much thinking. And constantly attempting to mold the children when the children are exactly the way they should be, and they should be left to be what they are. And parents don't know best. They think they do. They do not know best. Parents need to take a back seat and sit and learn a few things from their children. We want to know why is it that children are scolded if they stomp their foot and say, I don't want to. Why? Why should their free will be violated? Why should they be forced to act against their will?
As parents think they know best.
And it's so these parents are breaking the wills of the children, breaking them. Mm-hmm. By forcing them to do things that they don't want to do. They are basically training them to be misaligned with their true self. And so the children grow up confused constantly that when they assert themselves to be true to what they want and what is important to them, they are reprimanded and scolded, and so they stay in a state of confliction.
Yes, I'm constantly telling my patients that kids need to rebel. Not in a negative way, not by doing drugs or things like that, but in a positive way.
Like the little child that came for his very first music lesson a few weeks ago, and he screamed and cried and did not want to go in, your wife, this vessel, was able to respect the child and say, oh my dear, you do not have to come in. It is okay. I will never make you do anything you don't want to do. And this is the way it should be. And we say, shame on parents for making children do things they don't want to do. Now, we are not talking about things that endanger their life, things that are necessary to their life. Obviously. And survival, but the little things, forcing them to do have no eternal consequence whatsoever. This is like the story that is told of training an elephant. When a baby elephant is young, very young, and one might tie a rope around the baby elephant's foot and tie the rope to a stake and drive the stake into the ground, and the baby elephant is small and cannot free itself. But so it is trained in that moment so that even a giant, full-grown elephant with a measly rope around its leg, tied to a stake, driven into the ground, a rope that the elephant could so easily break free of, but it will not, because it has been trained since it is young that the rope will contain it, and so it believes that it is imprisoned when it is not. And no small wonder that adults are all altering their mental state with drugs and alcohol and pills and prescriptions and so on, because they are so far from their true authentic self. They lost it at such a young age, and they are deeply sad and angry. And why would anyone expect anything different than that? We are all about some play. Play. What can set almost anyone free? Everyone is entirely too serious. Billions and billions of dollars spent for remedies, formulas, philosophies, therapies that should heal the little child inside of each one. When what a little child needs, whether the little child is 5 months or 98 years old, what the little child inside needs is to play. To play. Whoever came up with the idea of sending a little child to a therapy session for an hour to be talked to and to ruminate? No, you see, it is the child. It is that little child inside that is suffering, that is in pain. It is the little child inside that is in misery. And little children cannot be remedied by talking and therapies. Little children are comforted by hugs and being held and rocked and looked in the eye and listened to and talked to ever so sweetly, and they are healed through play and joy and laughter and music. And you see, you're all children, little children, and every problem you have is every problem you have stems from your skewed and hurting little child inside that is out of alignment with Father, Mother, God. When a child is asleep in the bed and awakes in the middle of the night or early in the morning, the first thing the child does is get up and go look for its mother or father. And so we send a wake-up call to all the human souls as they awaken, that they will get up and go and look for their mother, Father, God. Thank you for making a space for us here today.
You're welcome anytime. Thank you for coming. It's very important information.